Okay, I want to talk about Chromecast. I've had about 6 weeks to go ahead and resolve and review it, and I gotta say I'm really impressed. It is a very, very nice setup. It does. It's not that it does anything that you can't get elsewhere. It just does it very simple, very easily. Let's go ahead and show you a couple things here. Like if I had, once you install Chromecast, you get this little icon up here, and if you go ahead and you say, I rename mine Prince Useless, but you say okay, and like everything that Google does, it's in beta. What will happen is once you push that, whatever is here on your web browser, and it has to be done through Chrome, of course, hence the name Chromecast, after a few minutes of negotiation will come up on your screen. Right now the screen's blank, but what I'm trying to show is that it will happen. On the first initial use, and this is important too, you do get this kind of a blank screen going on, but what's really happening is it's translating some stuff, and it's going through your browser, and it's going through your router and all that, and it will come up eventually. After you do it the first time, it tends to show up a lot faster. So we're actually running into like, I don't know, 10-20 seconds. Now, while it's doing that, this tab, oh, there you go. And if I move it down, once it's locked in, the translation goes a little faster. Now, at this point, you can either choose to cast what's on this tab or stop casting. I stop casting, it goes back to blank as it's translating back over. Now, here's where I really like it. It allows me to put YouTube up on. Now, you do have the icon up here, and you still have the icon down here. I find that you can easily get it a little confused if you're not sure. When you're doing, let me kill the volume. And that's why I also like you get remote controls for volume, for controls. Everything works pretty smoothly. When I find when I'm pushing this button and I forget about this one and I'm going back and forth, it generates some issues and I see some failures there. But let's go ahead and stop this. Let's go to the other little jewel here. Making, oh, that's not a yet to, it really helps if you tell it to stop casting. You don't have to do it. Sometimes it'll translate over, but I have run into some problems. So here I have my Netflix set up. And I can go ahead and I can pick, anything. And then Netflix comes up here like it should, normal. And then down in here, I select my browser. And Netflix is a little more snappy. And then you'll get this. And now what I noticed is you can relinquish control from one item to another. And so this comes up. Let's minimize that volume. Again, controls are here. And I can just move it along just like, and then we're up here. Now, here's where it gets kind of slick. Is I can go ahead and bring up like my Kindle Fire, and I put my Kindle Fire this way, and I see the various episodes alongside. And because I've only got one arm, I go ahead and I hit this. This will come up here. Oh, sorry. And then the Prince Useless, and it takes over, and boom. So you've got, it's really easy to control it from multiple devices, because maybe you leave your phone in one room. Maybe you go over to another area, or your phone dies, or you're using your computer because it was easy, but you're gaming now, and now you need to go ahead and you pull up your tablet or your phone, and boom, 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 boom. Now I don't have an iPhone, so I've never tested on that, but I have tested it on my Android, both my rooted and non-rooted, and the controls respond very nicely both ways. So at this point, the pluses are, it does YouTube really well, it does Netflix perfectly, it allows you to bring up stuff that is on your Chrome browser only. The bad things are it has to be Chrome browser only, so if you're a Firefox or an IE fan, for at least the Chromecast, you're going to have to use Chrome. Another thing is I've gone through Hulu, but not Hulu Plus, and I've tried to cast things off that or Comedy Central. I get the video, but not the sound. But although there are other devices that use this, I've got to say that, and not this, but Chromecast, that allow you to go ahead and send it over, and I have a TiVo. I am really pleased at how well the Chromecast makes interacting with my technology work better. Now, who's this really for? I think it's for anyone who wants to extend the life of their technology, like their TV. Like I was looking at buying a newer TV, but I've got an LCD. It's done really well. I did a lot of homework when I searched it. It's got 4 HDMI ports, and I was looking at what I could get for about the same price, and the HDMI ports are limited. So I thought, okay, what if I just originally I was going to go with the Samsung, which used to be boxy, but Samsung bought them, and what it looks like is that package only works with Samsung TVs. I have an LG TV, so for 30 bucks, the Chrome is a win. You really can't go wrong. If you like Netflix, if you like YouTube, you have a spare HDMI port on your setup, Chromecast is a winner. So I definitely say yes, it's a buy. So I hope that helps anyone. If you have any questions, please ask them, and I'll try to answer as soon as I can. Thanks.